The name of the first book is called Loving Men, Respecting Women, The Future of Sexual Politics. And the basic premise of the book is that it all balances out, that in the benefits enjoyed and the liabilities suffered, in the power and the victimization, in the freedoms and the constraints, it all balances out between men and women, and it always has. And that position is at once radical and about as moderate as a position can be. The basic imbalance is, and has always been, that both sexes have respected men more than women. And on the other side, both sexes have always loved women more than they have loved men. This is the imbalances that combine to form
Wait a minute,
a balance.
stop for a minute, because I know some of my viewers say, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You've had women are being loved by both sexes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Are they being respected by both sexes?
Well, I don't mean to say that there is no respect for women or that there is no love for men. I'm saying that throughout history, both sexes have respected men more than women, and both sexes have loved women more than men.
Because we were talking earlier, and everybody's first teacher is their mother.
Yeah.
So the son loves the mother. Matter of fact, the love between a son and a mother is without parallel.
Yeah.
And then that daughter-mother relationship, daughters generally love the moms, but the relationship between the daughter and the father is without parallel. So I can understand why maybe women respect women, women respect men more than they respect women.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got men respecting themselves, and other men respecting other men.
Yes. One of the factors that would tend to confuse this issue is we would say that women say that they fall in love with men. Women say, I love you, as much as men do. But part of my theory is that women really fall into kind of a sexualized and romanticized respect with a man. And they may not really be making a fine distinction here. They may not be loving him as much as they think. They may not really be falling in love as much as they're falling into respect with a man.
Wow. Is that why sometimes women may be attracted to men that have similar character traits to the father because of the respect that the daughter developed for the father in her early childhood and adolescence? So she's almost like a homing device, honing in on something that goes beyond just a male, but a male that exemplifies.
A protector, provider. I mean, that's certainly traditional, right? I mean, and if you look at the kinds of factors, the qualities, the characteristics that women tend to fall in love with, you're looking at things like, you're looking at confidence, you're looking at successfulness, status, money.
Okay.
You're looking at prestige. You're looking at elements that really lie along the respect axis. Whereas for men, when they fall in love, they're falling in love with such characteristics as innocence and beauty and an effervescent, bubbly kind of emotional outpouring, lovable characteristics. Primarily, what I would wish to replace is a sexual politics that at this point is basically just feminism. And I envision an equitist kind of movement that includes both sexes. And I would wish that the change, the paradigm shift that I would be looking for and joining in to help create would be a shift from a sense that men have the power and women are the victims, shift it over into a default position that says that it all balances out. And while there are pockets of inequality locally, globally, if we see it as an essentially balanced system, the two benefits that I see out of that largely are, one is that we'll be dealing in a deeper, higher quality and quantity of truth, and second, we will see a dissolving of the kind of divisive hostility and victimhood and resentment and rancor of the sort that I see poisoning love between the sexes out in the world today. One negative aspect of feminism is that it inculcates in women a sense of themselves as victims.
Okay.
And I would go so far as to say that, in my opinion, feminism is actually antithetical to its own stated goals. That if we envision a world in which feminism has succeeded, let's say.
Does that mean women become equal to men or
Well,
respected like men?
in the usual sense, within let's say women become equal to men within the world of men. So then we have an equal number of female senators and an equal number of female governors and CEOs and an equal number of women in the International Monetary Fund and everything else you can think of, right? What happens to feminism then? Essentially, it becomes a dead issue. And feminists are out of a job. In a deep sense, in a very real sense, I see feminists as being not working toward the goal that they actually state. Because if they succeed in that goal, feminism comes to an end and they're out of a job. I really see feminists as trying to create a feminism that just grows and grows and grows in power and lasts forever.
What's the benefit to those that want that to continue? How do they benefit?
They benefit by having a job. So
that means that the Women Business Enterprise set-aside program would no longer exist.
Well, as it stands, there are a lot of feminists up at the higher echelons of feminism that make a living in feminism.
Okay.
And they would be out of a job.
It's just like those people that really don't want to see poverty disappear, because without poverty, then they're out of a job. Their agency can't provide services to the indigent and those that need it. So it's more or less self-serving.